Broadly speaking, Carl Jung had this idea that what irritates us in others, or what we despise or hate in others, is also in ourselves. And that fight and that discomfort that we feel when exposed to some kind of trait or behavior or characteristic in others that just really inflames us and bothers us, the reason it does that is because it's in ourself and we haven't acknowledged it or come to grips with that. And so this inner tension that we feel, some attribute or trait or behavior that's in us that we don't want to admit, we then project onto someone else so we can fight it externally and distance ourselves from that. We don't have to admit that it's in us. So the flaws that you observe in others that irritate you, do that because they expose yourself. Jung believed that recognizing our own capacity for evil, or our shadow, our inadequacies and flaws, the things that we don't want to admit about ourselves, is essential because it stops us from projecting those parts onto other people. So when we honestly acknowledge that we too have flaws and impulses and weaknesses and inadequacies, then we become less likely to condemn others harshly. Two quick examples of this might be someone who constantly criticizes others for being lazy or procrastinating, yet at home they avoid their own work and their own responsibilities. So their harshness towards others for being lazy actually comes from them hating that same trait in themselves that they haven't fully acknowledged. Or a wealthy person might angrily judge others for being greedy or obsessed with money, but deep down in their self-deception, they know that that same trait, that same greed is actually in themselves, and they're refusing to acknowledge it, so they externalize it so they can fight against it outside of themselves. So remember that what you hate in others is probably also in yourself.